Hello, and thank you for joining us. Sorry about the technical difficulties we had there. Note to self: only create broadcasts in OBS and not YouTube. This is Geek and
Gal.
and we are going to be going into the PlayStation Underground. Yes, that's right. The magazine series that started with the demo discs and also had a quite long-lived magazine. We are going to go through those, and in another stream, I'm going to be doing Into the Underground, where I will be going in detail with each demo disc of the Underground. All right, so without further ado, let's get started here. This is the fitting month of October, and this is also the same month where PlayStation Magazine debuted. So let's dive into this. We do not want any talk back there. Okay, let me move this around this way. So first we have the initial magazine here. We have a quite alluring image of Makoto from Ghost in the Shell, and we have a demo disc. And yes, as I mentioned before, I will be going through and going through each demo disc as time goes on. So we have here a preview. We have that we're gonna have Ghost in the Shell. We're gonna be looking at Final Fantasy and stuff about nightmare creatures and Jet Moto 2.
You know what I think is interesting on this? Look at the price. In October of 1997, this issue cost $7.99. I wonder after you put in for inflation, how much that same magazine would cost today. Let me find my inflation calculator here, babe.
Oh boy, here she goes with her math.
Let's see here. All right, so if in 1997 I purchased an item for $7.99, in the year 2025, that item would cost $16.13. So this magazine, realistically, back then would have been $15.99 of today's money. But I think that was a good value, because what magazines today give you demo discs for you to try out games before you have to go and buy them? None of them do now, because everything's digital.
Hell, you'd be lucky if you even had a demo with some of them anymore.
Exactly.
Even digital distributions, they don't have demos much anymore. That's mostly with games where a publisher is thinking that the game's not going to sell well, so they just give you a demo to hopefully encourage sales.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go to the first page here. I'm going to zoom in here a little bit. So we got some NFL Game Day with the Packers and San Francisco here. I mean, that's one thing I miss, is that you don't have the football games anymore, but I'm sure it's going to be a recurring trend in this magazine, so I'm not going to delve on this too much.
There's Jerome Bettis right there by your mouse, representing for the Steelers.
Yes, indeed. And then we have this quite odd game, Nightmare Creatures. I've actually never heard of this game until the Angry Video Game Nerd did a review on it, or the playthrough on it, but it's the reason why nobody's talking about it. If anyone has ever played Nightmare Creatures, I guess let me know if it's good or not. It's a developer I've never even heard of.
For more on this terror, call, and there's an 800 number there.
Wait,
when was the last time you saw something about that? Down in this corner here.
For more on this tale of terror. God, you want me to call that number?
No.
Okay. I will not call the number.
But I want to Google the number, though.
Okay.
Can I Google the number?
Yes. So it's 800-850-1682. It'll take your breath away, followed shortly by your arms, legs, and head.
Well, Google doesn't have anything in there for that, so I'm going to assume that that's a dead number now.
Yeah, probably. We got a table of contents here.
Ooh, what's in the table of contents?
Oh, that's actually the table of contents yet. I spoke too soon. Oh, jeez. Oh, wow. This game sucked. Again, I remember the nerd playing this, but then I actually played this myself, and yeah, it's as bad as what he had when he was playing this game here. Yeah, it's the reason why there's never been a Star Wars fighting game, and yeah, this was definitely the fall, one of the many falls of LucasArts. So we have not more table of contents, more credits, I guess, and Electric Gaming Monthly. Got some swag here for EGM. Rest in peace, EGM. I think they were the last one that held out with magazines, right? It was a GamePro. I don't really remember. We have Monster Rancher. Oh man, Monster Rancher had such a hook where you could take any music CD and you could create monsters with it. I remember the demo of Monster Rancher. You only just put a disc in, and then it would give you a monster, and that was like, hey, that's it. You can't actually play the game, but here's a feature. Okay, here we are, the table of contents. So we have, in this magazine, we have Ghost in the Shell. We have PlayStation's top 20 of best-selling games.
That'll be something good to discuss. Are the top 20 games that they have sold, do we think that those belong there or not?
Oh, that's a good question. That's actually a very good question. Or have they aged well? And then we have Final Fantasy VII. Definitely was a big hit back in that time there.
It's a big
Huge
hit
hit.
now.
Oh yeah, with it still is with Remake and Integrate and Rebirth, and there was actually an article I saw that people were worried about the sales of Rebirth and saying that because Rebirth wasn't going to sell well, they weren't going to continue it. And he said, don't worry, the trilogy's coming. The sales were just fine. So that's a relief. And then we have some Time Crisis here. One thing I do miss about this modern era, even with VR, we don't have light gun shooters anymore. Like, you had the House of the Dead 2 on the Switch that came out and PC, and there's no GunCon support. Like, what happened?
Yeah.
It sucks. And then we have Tricks Archive. So we have some classic codes here, and then on this side here, we have some news about arcade titles, apparently, that Square and Namco were developing. Yes, and then this is a portrait from Symphony of the Night. Parappa the Rappa, Rest in Peace franchise, Jetmoto, Nightmare Creatures, and a review of Final Fantasy VII. I'm sure it'll probably be a 10 out of 10, I'm sure, to them. Tricks here, and then obviously the usual swag. Besides danger and intrigue, Treasures of the Deep offers something that has been lacking in action and adventure games. So what is this, I wonder? Treasures of the Deep. Okay, that really wasn't that wasn't too compelling, I guess.
What is the missing ingredient, do you think, from action and adventure games?
Story?
Wrong. Saltwater. Yes, because when I think of an electronic console, the first thing I think of is saltwater.
Yeah, that really did not think that one through, did they?
They did not.
Oh, shit. I'm actually gonna move this up just a tad bit. There we go. Okay. Okay. So, no one's ever heard of this game. This game is not talked about, so I'm assuming it is a very obscure kind of... It's probably not very great.
14 treasure hunting missions. Antarctica, the Bermuda Triangle, the Aztec ruins off of the Yucatan Peninsula.
Oh boy. How exciting.
It's like a history lesson in a game.
Yeah, I guess so. You know what makes me, like, cringe about just thinking about this? The camera controls. The camera controls in this have to be awful.
Oh, 100%. Also, your underwater hardware is 100% high-tech. Robotic vehicles, horning torpedoes, and heat-seeking missiles are all at your disposal. Again, I don't think any of those items like salt water or water in general.
No, so again, I don't know how the hell they did that. Okay, let's go through here. So we have a table of not table of contents. We have some news here. So we have about Namco System 12. I think that's just an arcade system. RPG Mania, talking about Wild Arms. Didn't really play Wild Arms too much. Oh, Working Designs. There's a really good friend of mine that loves Working Designs. Mortal Kombat 4 tour. So this must have been when Mortal Kombat 4 just came out. And then, what is this? NBA Jam? Oh, they had a port of NBA Jam for the PlayStation? I didn't even know that. Then we have Gex teams up with Sub-Zero. Wait, Sub-Zero like in Mortal Kombat?
I don't know. Let's read the article.
Reforming between Midway. Ah, man, rest in peace, Midway. Stellar titles. Wanted to be able to diversify their product. Oh, man, Gex is also a dead IP, too. I mean, at least we got the remasters that came out, but man, Gex is definitely dead.
Well, which new Gex game would they have been talking about in this article?
Well, the fact that he's in 3D, maybe Gex 2? Won't have too much trouble finding a copy of Pandemonium 2 or the new Gex game. Maybe it's actually talking about the first one. I don't know. Must have GunCon. Oh, this is when the GunCon was first announced, man. This is where we should have improved the GunCon technology, and instead it was just abandoned. As I mentioned previously, we got VR now. There's no excuse why we can't have House of the Dead VR or a freaking Time Crisis VR port. The closest we have is some indie game called Crisis VR Brigade or whatever, but that's about it. Okay, here's a big Final Fantasy VII advert. It's to a human what headlights are to a deer. So basically, this is bad. And if you've played Final Fantasy VII long enough, you know that this is bad news here. This is the materia plants, I believe, where they're harnessing the energy of the planet. Not really spoilers there. They literally say in like the first dialogue, the planet's dying. So, okay. Japanese art. Oh, they're talking about the differences of why box art is different in America versus Japan here. And we have an ad for a game called Machine Hunter. Very cool for a 3D shooter. I've never heard of this game.
It's for Windows 95.
Well, it's for also, there's a PlayStation port too.
You should Google and see if this game even came out.
You know, that's a really good question. I wonder if some of these games actually even came out. Machine Hunter, because a lot of these are going to be previews, and maybe some of these didn't come out.
97.
97. So let's see what we have here. Oh, it came out. It is described as a clone of the game Loaded. I just saw a review about that game today on YouTube by another guy I watch. Okay, so basically this game's probably a lot repetitive. Ooh, 1 star. It was not good.
Oh, if you go to eBay, how much is it though? Because I would think that would be, kind of rare, right?
Maybe, the PS1 copy,
Yeah.
eBay. 45, okay, yeah, you weren't kidding, about $45. I've never heard of this game, so yeah, it's definitely, well, I guess that was sealed.
Sealed.
Yes, sealed. Okay, oh, okay, so we have Crash 3, talking about if they make a Crash Part 3, they make Crash Part 3, they should let him have a little friend that you can choose to play. Oh, we have a comment here. Dang, I missed the PS2 demo disc. Well, you are in luck, Aria Lynn. I think if I pronounced your username properly there, I'm sorry if I didn't. I'm going actually in another series called Into the Underground, where I'm going to be going through every single PlayStation disc for PlayStation Underground, and that includes PS2. So make sure you, I guess, stay notified for that, because I'm going to be going through those eventually. And yes, I will say, I do miss the discs too. I miss when you could, the whole thing with the Pizza Hut thing and getting a free demo disc and all that. Maybe it's just the nostalgia of a better time, but I do miss that.
I miss it because it would be nice on a Friday night, get a pizza, and then it's like, all right, my whole weekend is already set because I have this demo disc and it has 5 games or 6 games that I've never played before, and I'm just gonna play the crap out of this. And I don't know if anyone else was the same way, but I had a ton of fun just playing the demos. And the problem is that with my personality, just getting through level 1 of the demo was fine. I just played that over and over again, and I don't think I ever bought any of the games that were on the demo discs.
Yeah, I was definitely the same way. Yeah, with like Toy Story 2 and Pac-Man and oh my god, Brave Fencer Musashi. I can quote practically the entire first stage of that with the Thirst Quencher Empire because I played that demo to death. Aria Lynn here says, I used to have it. I think it was called Jam Pack. I gotta acquire the Jam Pack ones too. I got the Underground, but I gotta acquire the Jam Pack because Jam Pack was part of the demo scene, and I do want to cover those as well. Also, Ari Lynn, I want to also go through the kiosk demos because those were released online in some shape or form. The ones that were in a like a store that you would see and it was like for maybe the store's eyes only that really wasn't for distribution. I believe most of those have been released online, so I would like to go through those as well.
Yes, that's going to be so much fun. And thank you for joining us tonight.
Yes, thank you. Oh my god, Mortal Kombat Mythology Sub-Zero. What a disappointment that was.
That face is kind of scary.
That's, I think, Quan Chi, I believe. Let's see. Oh, we got Resident Evil stuff here. About these Resident Evil clones like Overblood and others. It's just a shame that PlayStation does extremely well. I call this the Doom effect. Yeah, a lot of games copied that. Okay. Jersey Devil? What's this game? There's so many new IPs I'm learning about with this one magazine.
Now, did this one even release? Because look, it was rating pending whenever this ad came up. So there's a good chance this one may not have released.
Yeah, there's sometimes stuff like, oh no, this definitely came out. Jersey Devil was really cool. Okay, yeah, this definitely released here. So we have The Beast is Loose. Just try mess it. So just so cringe, man. 90s cringe. This was during the time when every single freaking company had to have some mascot. Tons of action and puzzles, 60 character models. So they had to advertise how many models there were in a game.
20 moves.
20 moves. Wow. Interesting. Again, it's just a whole different world of like advertising and things like that. I've never heard of this game. This game doesn't look too great though. I mean, there's a reason why no one's heard of it or talks about it anymore. It has faded away into obscurity. Alrighty. You were just talking about Jam Pack, Erlen. Look at this. Look at this. Even though this was a demo scene, this was a top seller. A demo pack was a top seller. Oh, Argelin says here, I had 1 or 2 underground discs too. Like you were talking about. The Jam Pack one was so much better because some of the demos would last longer than the underground versions. Well, that's because you had to pay for Jam Pack, I believe. But you definitely did get your money's worth. And as you can see here, the first introduction to Jam Pack was considered a top seller. So, I mean, that just really goes to show you, and that coincides with what you're just saying, Arlen, that they got your money's worth. They increased the amount of your diversity and what type of games you'd be looking for, games that maybe you were tracking, games that you had no idea that existed.
Well, Jam Pack Volume 1 had on it, I just pulled up a picture on Google here, Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo.
Okay, that's a good game.
The Lost World Jurassic Park.
Don't know about that one.
Herc's Adventures.
Don't know about that one either.
Dynasty Warriors.
Oh, I think that... Wait, we're talking Dynasty Warriors 1, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that was a fighting game first, before it became the freaking franchise that has been milked to death.
Machine Hunter.
Wait, was that the one we just saw previously?
No, I don't think so.
I think that was. Machine Hunter?
Yeah.
Oh, there is a demo. So I will be playing this at some point.
Let's see here. Rage Racer, MDK,
Murder, Death, Kill. I actually have that on DOS.
Thunder Truck Rally, Codename Tanka, NBA Shootout 97. Could you imagine the NFL or the NBA allowing their game to be on a demo disc today? Absolutely not.
Yeah, I mean, the only demo you get now is if you have Game Pass. Oh, wait, no, EA Play, I believe. You get a trial of it. Like, for every Madden game, they give it away.
10 hours, yeah.
10 hours, yeah.
Rally Cross and Pitfall 3D.
Rallycross, that's actually not too bad here. So look at our top 20 here. So we have the #1 selling game was Triple Play 98. Okay, all right. Twisted Metal 2.
Well, if you think about it, back in the 90s, that's whenever the 90s and the early 2000s, that's whenever you had like Ken Griffey Jr., you had Mark McGuire, you had Barry Bonds. You know, this was whenever baseball was, I think, probably more popular than what the NFL was at that time. And, you know, everybody cared about who's going to get the most home runs out of the year and who's making it to the World Series and all of that kind of stuff. So I could totally see the baseball being the number one, you know, game on the list for this specific year.
Right. It was mainstream, like Michael Jordan did with the NBA.
Exactly.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Okay, so we already went through Jam Pack here. As what Arlen was saying, it was a great series here. So it says here, definitely with the surprise of the month, the economically priced Jam Pack sampler was eagerly snatched up by PlayStation owners. And for a cheap gaming fix. Okay, we have somebody here, Jane. Oh, Nixon, hello there. Welcome back. If you're happy and you know it, clap your cheeks. Just for the record, that was not our cheeks.
But they'll never know.
They'll never know. And then Wild Arms. This is definitely a forgotten franchise. It'd be interesting if Square ever brought this back, but they're just so busy now with Final Fantasy. I've never played Wild Arms, but I know that it's a good series. And then Need for Speed 2. I actually have this on PlayStation. That was a definite big improvement compared to the first Need for Speed game. Yes?
Well, what I was going to say is that out of the corner of my eye, I saw that Tomb Raider is number 11 on this list. And honestly, I would have thought Tomb Raider would have been higher on this list just because of triangle boobs.
Yeah, you'd think so. Wow, we'll have to see why. Maybe Laura became her own in like maybe 2 and 3?
Maybe. I don't know.
We have Original Twisted Metal still selling on the board here. My arms, Nixon says, my arms do be wildly. Yes, I'm sure they are. Jet Moto, we're talking the original Jet Moto. Tekken 2, great game. Crash Bandicoot, hard as balls.
Like a certain pink bunny. Which pink bunny are they talking about?
Wait, which one? Where do you see that at?
Crash Bandicoot.
Oh, the Energizer Bunny.
Oh.
Going. Tomb Raider, the hottest gal, is nudged to the top 10 for the first time. Maybe it's sold better, but this is the initial release of the magazine.
Oh.
So at that point, maybe it was already like on its way off the charts.
Okay, that makes sense.
And speaking of sports games, we have NBA Shootout. Man, sports games dominated back in the day.
They really did. You completely skipped WCW versus the World.
What was going on? Oh, okay, wait, no, that's up here. Okay. Just as WCW Monday Nitro contains top cable rating charts, THQ's Polygonal Brawler continues to lead the other wrestling title. Did you ever play that one?
I never played that one, but I know WCW was very hot during this time. I mean, you had the NWO there, you had Sting, you had, you know, Eric Bischoff was doing his Eric Bischoff-iness at this point, and it was working. So, oh, you're going to see the Taylor Swift Showgirl show tomorrow? I hope you enjoy it. Let me know how it is.
Absolutely. And then we have Soul Blade. Oh, Soul Blade was initially the first game that was in the Soul Calibur series. It was Soul Blade, then it became Soul Calibur in later installments. I think that was a good idea. By the way, rip Soul Calibur. They ran that game to death. They tried to esport that game to death. Ridge Racer! Only top 3 Namco games this month. Just into Ace Combat 2. Oh, this was when they were not out yet.
That said Rage, not Rich.
Oh my god. Oh, man. Whoops. That was my mistake. Arlen says here, okay, I actually had Jam Pack, the third one on the wiki, and Jam Pack Winter 98. That is definitely on my list. So, yes, be sure to get the, to subscribe and get the notifications. So that way when I play that game and, relive that for you, you can see it in full 1080p, possibly 4K glory. I'm excited because I never really played the Jam Pack games. the Jam Pack set, but I did play Underground. I actually have a bunch that are physical, but yeah, I don't actually have all the Underground discs, but they were released online in some shape or form.
Oh, I think maybe you might have had the Jam Pack Winter 98. It had a Bug's Life on it, the Metal Gear Solid.
No,
Spyro.
I see Small Soldiers. I did not have Small Soldiers on there. Nope. That was another Underground one.
Jam Pack 99 was my favorite, but that's because it had Bloody Roar 2.
The New Breed. Oh, so do you still have that disc?
I don't know. We'll have to look whenever we go over to my mom's. Probably not.
Oh, that's a shame. MLB 98, Test Drive Off-Road, Rallycross. I think this is one of the demos they mentioned here.
What was your favorite game that you found on your on the Jam Pack? Arlen, was there a specific game that you remembered that you just played the demo over and over and over? And J Nixon 09, Stan can't read, confirmed. I mean,
blind.
He does his best.
Actually, when did Ridge Racer come out? Maybe I wasn't too far off? So we see
You
here.
really think it's gonna make this list?
Possibly. Small Soldiers was awesome. How can I word this? This is the VOD here. I briefly played a copy of Small Soldiers rented, but then it had to be pulled away from me, and I will leave it at that. Okay, so we have here the top 10 most wanted. These are games that are, I guess, are they out? Oh, these are not out yet. So at this time, we had Tomb Raider 2. So even during when Tomb Raider 2 was being talked about, Tomb Raider 1 was still on the list. And I'm blind.
Number 11.
Tomb Raider was still on the list here. Even though we had Tomb Raider 2 that was very up and... Oh, God, Master of Terrakasi. Oh, Erlen says here, I played the medieval game and I always thought it was faster if I could get to the next level before the demo ended. You know, Erlen, I thought that this was, whenever I played a demo, I thought that, I'm sure I wasn't the only one that thought this, that, I thought the full game was hidden on the demo disc and they were just locking things away from you. Although that is true with, like, Crash Bash, but that was a mistake where they left the dev mode in there. But I thought they were hiding stuff, and it was like the full game was there, but it was locked away. So we have Resident Evil 2, Tomb Raider 2.
That would have been cool if they would have been able to put like full games on and kind of time lock them. But thinking about it now as an adult, it's like, how could they have put all of that media onto one disc?
That's a good question. They probably wouldn't have been able to.
You know? So it's like, that's one of those things about being a kid and being young. You don't think about those kind of things. You just see, hey, it looks like there's another level. I want to do that. I'm going to try to get the fastest time I can and see if I can get this level unlocked.
Arlen, did you play Medieval 1 or Medieval 2? Because I actually have a demo disc that has, one of the many compilations, it has Medieval 2. I can quote, like, again, the beginning part of Medieval 2 about, you know, Sir Daniel Fortescue being back from the dead once again. Metal Gear Solid, definitely a highlight here that definitely was being looked at, and for good reason. Masters of Terrakasi. Ooh, big L on that one. That was... Oh, the first one. I actually have never played the first Medieval. I played Medieval 2's demo and then played the full game a little bit. Is the first game better than the first one? I'm not sure.
I found the Nixon, I looked it up, and I found the video game demo disc that you were talking about from Slim Jim. It didn't have a Slim Jim game on it, but it was. It was from Walmart. It had 3 Extreme, Cool Borders 4, Jet Moto 2, and Supercross Circuit.
Did you get that for, like, buying Slim Jims or something?
That's what it says here. If you bought enough Slim Jims, you got a free demo disc.
That's not a bad deal if you were already going to eat Slim Jims.
Exactly.
Okay. Symphony of the Night. Only totally lame U.S. voices could wreck this one. Really? You're going to shit on that? Meanwhile, we have... What is a man? Nothing but a miserable pile of secrets. is now like a huge it's ingrained in gaming pop culture now. So they were wrong with that one. Very wrong.
Look, Madden is not on this list, but NFL Game Day 98 is.
Yep, there you go. And that was I think 989, right? Was that 989?
That was 989.
Man, rest in peace. Spawn. Now, if somebody would get us only started on a Tomb Raider clone starting Angela, I don't know much about Spawn, so I can't comment on that. We've been playing these. So these are games that are out already. Resident Evil 2, Tomb Raider 2, Rampage, Metal Slug, and Port. Oh, so that wasn't even localized in America yet. Good thing they did that. Arlen here says some insane games they included were Tomba and Blasto. I think there was a demo disc that one of the ones has Blasto in it, so I will be playing that. Are you talking about the Jam Pack or the Underground, Arlen? It's combat. Okay, we have definitely dealt way longer in this top 20 here. So we have. Oh, you just mentioned about Herc. I think. Why do I feel like a lot of these in here are probably going to be demos?
You know what this probably went along with?
What?
What Disney movie came out around this time that looks like that?
Hercules.
Yes.
Hercules.
Exactly. They created this. Oh my gosh. And it was on Sega Saturn. But it looks like they created that to basically, you know, Christmas in 97. Because we're in October. Parents are going to want to get stuff for their kids. I don't think Disney released a Hercules game.
They did.
Oh.
I believe they did.
Well, you know, Mom, I want the Hercules game. And you wake up on Christmas morning and you got Herc's Adventures.
They, no, wait, yeah, they did. They released Hercules action game on the PlayStation Windows. So yes, it definitely did have a game. But yeah, that was like, we have Hercules at home.
Exactly.
Why does she look like Daphne from, Dragon's Lair? That art style just reminds me of Dragon's Lair, RDI.
The two I had, so Jam Pack. Oh, it was on Jam Pack.
Okay, well, I will definitely be going through those at some point. Bravo Air Race. Nixon says, I can't wait for my chicken ranch salad tomorrow. Well, you definitely enjoy that, that's for sure.
Are you getting that, like, at the Taylor Swift thing? Or are you getting that after? Or, you know, you can't just lead in with chicken ranch salad. You know, I always need more information.
Bravo Air Race. I think my family rented this one at a video rental store. This is, was this? Oh yeah, this was for PlayStation. Yeah, I think we played this one. I vaguely remember it.
I could see your brother being the cool plane in the front and you being like the JJ jet plane.
I do not remember. If my brother is watching, I guess he can tell me, but maybe not. He probably isn't. And then Prapapa the Rappa. Step on the gas. Okay, let's continue here. Intelligent Cube. Nobody talks about that anymore. Fighting Force. Here. Ace Combat 2.
Oh, are these everything that's on the demo disc? Because it says demo disc.
Oh, you're right. You are very right. Oh, okay. I need to pay attention here. So we have demos with Intelligent Cube. Thank you for pointing that out to me.
You're
so
welcome.
We're going to have Intelligent Cube, Prapapa the Rappa. We got Fighting Force. I've never played this game, so that'll be interesting. I remember that there was quite a tumultuous development cycle with one of the games. And it got rebranded as something else, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And then Ace Combat 2, there's a demo of that. And then what the hell is this? Mace, the Dark Age.
It's a Midway game.
She looks like, shoot, I don't want to get her name wrong. She looks like Milana at home.
Yes.
From even the pink face cover there. She'll kick you into a lava pit, then sneer at your weapon. Okay, whatever that is. Everything's a weapon. Oh, this is a fighting game. Okay. Hopefully we'll have to play a demo of that. Tomb Raider 2, there's a demo of that. Game Day. Okay. Bird Riders. I don't know what that is. There are so many IPs that I've never even heard of.
Did that one release because it was rating pending?
That's a good question.
Anyone that has rating pending, we gotta look and see if it even released.
Bug Riders, not Bird Riders. Jeez, I can't freaking read.
The Race of Kings.
Bug Riders, The Race of Kings. PS1. It came out. No one's ever heard of it. It got generally negative reviews. What a shock.
Yeah. Wow. All Game gave it a 1 star. IGN gave it a 3 out of 10. Wow.
Yeah, that game sucks. MLB 98. Okay. Death Trap Dungeon. Eidos. Rest in peace, Eidos, man. What is this?
Is that the same people that did, Eidos Montreal?
Deus Ex.
Yes, there we go.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yes, it is. That's why I gave them a rest in peace there. Ugh. Okay, Death Trap Dungeon. I've never even heard about this game. Eidos wants to get medieval on your ass. The enemies perform... Oh, interesting. This is a full platform here. The dynamic lighting enhances the realism of the dungeons. Wow, they were talking about lighting back in, like, the PlayStation 1 era.
That is crazy.
It is. Okay. Pandemonium 2. Looks like some puzzle game. I'll probably play the demo of that eventually. What is this? Marvel Superheroes. No Truth, No Holds Barred. Oh, this is way before Disney owned Marvel. But this was during the good era when you had Marvel vs. Capcom. Was this? I think this was before Marvel vs. Capcom.
Yeah, this was before Marvel vs. Capcom. But look, it was, it's head-to-head fighting.
Nixon said something here.
Did you see? Yes, I saw Keanu won America's Favorite House Guest. That was the best and only part of the season worth watching.
Ray tracers? You gotta be kidding me. There's ray tracing now in, like, NVIDIA graphics cards. That's so funny they called it ray tracing. I can tell you one game, I can tell you what this game doesn't have. It's ray tracing. Okay, some weird... Oh, Taito made a racing game. Well, that didn't last very long. I actually played a demo of this, and then I played the full version at some point online. But I would like to revisit that again. That game is definitely very, very weird.
See, I like it how down here they're telling you the game's 90% complete, but it's going to release next month. It's going to release in November.
Oh, God. Which means they were probably scraping at the bit, trying to bug fix it. You know, I'm kind of I'm kind of curious to see if that game sucked or not. Tracers, PS1.
I want to know, did it actually release in November like they said it was going to? No.
Oh, no, it didn't. It came out March 5th. It got delayed. It came out March 5th.
Well, it was only 90% done in October.
No shit. Wow. Well, then.
What were the scores, though? Could you scroll down, please,
The scores gave it a middle here.
All right. It was mid.
It was mid AF. Jet Moto 2. I didn't play Jet Moto 2. I only played Jet Moto 3. Oh.
It was 75% complete, but it's going to come out next month. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about
October.
it.
Oh, wow. Yeah. That definitely did not happen. MDK, PS1. Let me just look at here. That came out in 97. And, oh, well, wait. November. It says it came out here at... Oh, wait, PlayStation.
This is Jet Moto. That's for Jet Moto, not for MDK.
God, I can't read. Jet Moto.
That's why you have it here.
PS1. Yes, that is why I have Gal here. To be my eyes. Oh! It actually did come out in November.
How did this one, it's 75% complete, come out on time? And the other one was at 90% complete, and they're like, we need 6 months.
Because they're stupid. I have no idea. Okay, MDK. It thinks, therefore it kills. MDK has murder, death, kill. I've played briefly on DOS, the first one here.
A pumped up CD soundtrack. Now that's something up my alley.
Interesting. Yeah. Grand Tour Racing. Don't know about this game. I don't know if it's sanctioned by Car and Driver. Kart World Series. Again, another game I've never even heard of. The only kart game that'll work on PlayStation. So this looks like the precursor to F1.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah. Gex, we have rebuilt him, made him stronger. We have the technology. Ah, man, this is when... Oh, this was... You wanted to know which Gex game it was.
Yeah.
It was the one that went in 3D. So it was... I was correct. It was the one that where they went in 3D. It wasn't the 2D one.
It was Gex. Enter the Gecko?
Yeah, I don't know if that was Gex 3 or Gex 2 at that point.
I almost said Geico, and I went, no, that's not right.
Gex 2 was Enter the Gecko. I think 3 was Deep Cover. Yep, okay, yep, 3 was Deep Cover. Okay. Nightmare Creatures. I'll be interested to play that demo, because I've never really played that game. Ray Storm! Eye-popping Hyper 3D!
They knew their game wasn't going to sell, so they're like, you can win $10,000. You just got to buy the game and look at the package.
Yeah, really. Spaz? Oh, Working Designs did this, so I'm sure our friend would know a lot about that game.
Yeah.
NCAA Game Breaker. There were just so many football games, man. I just miss that so much.
That
Power
was competition.
Yeah, I know. God, I'm getting my hopes up that eventually EA will lose that damn license, but with the whole money they're getting from Saudi Arabia, that's probably not even going to happen now. How would you like to hold this controller?
No.
God, this looks like the precursor to the PlayStation 3's Boomerang.
It looks like they took the bat signal and just put buttons on it.
That looks so uncomfortable to play. Look at those buttons, man. That's awful. Wouldn't want to play that.
I don't know. I'd have to hold it because, I mean, oh, excuse me. It would be, longer to hold.
Oh my god, ultra smooth D-pad. Look at that. That means you can't get exact tactile feedback with that. Oh man, that sucks so bad. That was the controller you gave to a sibling.
But they described it as driving a Porsche.
Where does it say that at?
Ever feel like
you
driving
gotta
a Porsche?
be kidding me. Waiting for a sleek, high-tech, finally to... What the hell? Man. God, that sucks so bad. That looks worse than Mad Catz. Ace Combat 2. In 6 seconds, the computer pilot will send your jet crashing to Earth. Your ego will follow shortly afterward. Ace Combat, that's another dead franchise. Shadow Master. Some previews here. This is a first-person sci-fi shooter. I've never heard of the game. Oh, Psygnosis did this one. Okay, interesting. NBA Fast Break. Again, another NBA game. Okay. Point Blank. That is a light gun game. Again, we need light gun games to come back. I think there is a Point Blank successor coming on Quest if it's not out already, but they really should come back. Fantastic Four. Oh, I wonder if this is based on the canceled movie that was like finished, but they didn't release it.
I don't know. When did that come out?
Well, this was 97. I wonder. Oh, wow, I wonder about that. Fantastic Four canceled movie. That was 94. Very interesting. That would have been around the same time, around 94, 96, 97. About 3 years off there.
If you guys hear squeaking in the background, we have 2 dogs, and they have decided that now is the perfect time to go after the new squeaky toy that they've had since 10 o'clock this morning.
Yep, typical animals. Red Asphalt. This looks like another first-person game. Oh, Interplay did this one. Oh, this is a racing game. Okay, interesting. Overboard. 7 to 7. Oh, another Psygnosis one here. Fortunately, there are a few companies who use modern graphics. Interesting. I've never heard of any of these games. This is nice. Oh, we got something here. He put the guts in glory. Now. Oh, Duke Nukem. He's coming to get some. Duke's in town, and there's nothing more he hates more than an army of alien punks crowding his base. 34 levels of freak-smashing 3D mayhem. Should see to it. Giant guns. Gruesome enemies. They don't talk about the babes at all.
No, you know what I think is cool though? Even though Nintendo and PlayStation are essentially rivals, PlayStation was still like, hey, you know what? Go ahead, advertise Duke Nukem 64 in our magazine.
I think these are the same game, but yeah, that is strange. They are on the same page here. Laugh While You Frag, From Hollywood to Outer Space. These look like the same game, just a different name, maybe?
No, they look to me like different games.
Interesting.
That would be something to research, is are they the same or are they different?
They do have different titles here. Total Meltdown and Duke Nukem 64.
And it looks like they have different developers too, because that one says GT Interactive, and then the other one says 3D Realms.
Ooh, 3D Realms is definitely going to win that one. Ooh, yeah. 3D Realms was the original developer, so we can see who they wanted to prioritize. Rampage World Tour. This looks like a better version of the original Rampage, just like with, I guess, better graphics. Youngblood. The heck is this? I was gonna say this looks like Diablo, but apparently it is like Diablo. Diablo, Command and Conquer. Rest in peace, Command and Conquer. We have some games that are coming to kind of fill in the holes for Command and Conquer, but it's not the same. Jimmy Johnson football. Another football game. Another competing football game. God, man, there was just so many.
There was.
God, EA just totally screwed things up. They don't have the most current roster. VR football. I doubt that was in virtual reality. Was that maybe Sega?
I think it's more that it was like 3D, possibly.
Because I know that Sega had VR, which was called Virtua Racing, because it was like in like the graphics were like in 3D or whatever, but it was not like stereoscopic. It was like polygons, and they called that VR or whatever. Critical Depth. You know, I haven't seen anything about that treasure game.
No.
I'm kind of curious to see about that treasure game that we saw first in here. GT Interactive. What is this? Give It to Him. G-Police. Oh,
you know what? Calling your game a watered-down version of Twisted Metal, probably not the best advertising strategy on that one. I mean, it's, you know.
Where do you see that ad?
More than a watered-down Twisted Metal.
Oh, wait. This is a combat racer. Oh, okay. Wow, I totally did not see that. I need to be more observant about that. Yeah. You are very correct with that. What? Yeah, as soon as you say that, it's like, okay, we have Twisted Metal at home.
Yes.
We have Twisted Metal rated E.
Exactly.
Versus, I played a demo of this game, and it sucked. I hated it. I'm gonna have to play this again. THQ's okay, this is a fighting game. THQ, 75% complete, but it will be available by October. So let's see when that actually came out. This came out in
December.
December. So October, November. It was delayed by a couple months, and it still sucked, and nobody talks about it anymore. Oh wait, this is just an ad. Wow, they really went all in on this Versus game. Wow, too bad it did not pan out for them. Felony 1179. You're serving up massive destruction and roadkill is the main course. What is this? Felony 1179. I've never heard of this game. What is this?
It looks like a racing game of some sort.
Time limit. But that looks like he has guns here. I think it says that. Okay.
Is this like a GTA ripoff?
I don't know because looks like they're all timed, so it's not like I'd say a.
But you collect money.
That is strange. I'm really curious. I'm bet you there's a demo going to be in some of these here. We know that ASCII developed it. I've never heard of them. Your weapon is your okay. So there's no shooting in here. This is family fun here. If you're good, you'll get to drive up to 22 of them. A limo, badass pickup, a Formula One racer. Hell, even a tank if your hot wiring skills are. Oh, hot wiring. Is this like? I think you're right. Is this an actual open world game?
I don't know.
Interesting. I've never heard of this game. Books, Final Fantasy, music, Police Knots. That is an interesting. That was Hideo Kojima. He did this before, I believe, Metal Gear Solid, because at this time Metal Gear Solid was still being developed. Einhandler. Never played this game. Metal Slug. I think, was this an import at the time? I don't know.
Nope, it says availability now.
Okay. Virtual Hierocan. I can't pronounce that for shit. Okay. This looks like another fighting game. Never heard of that game. Samurai Showdown. Oh, there was a Samurai Showdown RPG? Did that actually get localized here?
It says that it's available now, and it's from SNK.
That could be import, though. Samurai Showdown RPG. I should really put another picture-in-picture here, so people can see what I'm looking at. No! It wasn't ever localized! What assholes! Wow. Shinshetsu Samurai Spirits Bushido Retsuden.
Wait, is that the second one? Scroll down.
It was ported to PlayStation.
Oh.
Yeah, this never was localized. Wow. Okay, I guess they didn't really think there was much of a market for Samurai Showdown in America.
No.
So this is an import section, I bet you. Oh, international. Okay. Okay, so that's why I've never heard of anything. Well, this game here specifically, because this is literally just imports. Oh, 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 oh. There we go. Okay, so we have no more imports here. Derby Stallion. Yeah, you can just keep that one, whatever that is. Oh, ASCII did this one. Oh boy, that doesn't give me good hope for that felony game. And then we have Bloody Roar. But they didn't say that until the second game. I still feel like saying that way.
Yes. This was the original one.
You never played this one, right?
No, I never played this one. 2 was my jam, though.
Okay.
My jam.
I guarantee you 2 will be mentioned at some point. Eat, burp, eat, burp, eat, burp, puke. These guys know how to part. I think I have this game, I believe, on N64. Oh, it came out for the Saturn too? Interesting. Test Drive 4. Test Drive's also a dead series. Oh, wait, no, I think they just released, that one that came out. That was like, I think it was an online, it had an always online mode, I believe. Game 2025. Solar Crown. Yeah, that's the one that's fully online that people really didn't like that one too much.
This one won the Best of E3 award.
No kidding.
Right there.
Best racing game. Official E3 awards. Gamepad. Wow. Well, I mean, the graphics do look pretty good for a PlayStation game. I think this was definitely competing with Gran Turismo, which... Was Gran Turismo even a thing?
I don't know.
Gran Turismo.
I like
PS1.
how they... Oh, I'm sorry to cut you off, my love. I like, though, how they say that to order it, order direct to call a number, or you could go to our website to download a demo.
Oh, wait. How'd that work? Maybe it's on PC then? That's gotta be? Okay. Game Day 98. Sony gives Game Day an... Okay, was this... Oh, this wasn't 989. This was PlayStation. This was a first-party game. Sony made a first-party football game. Like, just... Can you imagine if... Sony made a football game now? I mean, you look at, like, games like Ghost of Tsushima and Stellar Blade and the quality of those games. Can you imagine?
I bet we have more than 4 faces.
Okay, Angry Joe said that once, but we definitely now have more faces. It's just they're faces with hats.
It's the same 4 faces. They just have different hair and different hats.
Croc, don't be fooled. This is no kiddie game. I have this on Windows, actually. The physical copy for Windows, actually. It's cool that this got a recent remaster that was even involved with Argonaut. So that was really cool that that game came out. Maybe Croc 3 will come out at some point. I hope so. The camera! Yeah, they fixed that with the remaster. What the hell is this? We gotta look at this. What is this? Reality Quest. Oh no, I'm telling you, there's more VR stuff that I've skipped in my video. On hand, soon at your local retailer. What the hell? Wait.
It was a one-handed.
So wait, your fingers go there. Oh my god, can you imagine playing that?
You know what? This would actually be real innovative for people with disabilities.
I suppose so. That would be the only reason I'd want to use that if I had a disability. Jeez.
Right, but it allowed people with, it would allow people with disabilities to play games, because if you can only use one hand, you could put that on your right or your left, just figure out how to wiggle your fingers and you could play, where it's really hard to hold a controller with only one hand.
I'm only going to say this once. I love the glove. It's so bad. Okay, Abe's Odyssey. That is a dead franchise. That was Oddworld. Box score, top-notch illustration. Why was the con an overly dark setting? Well, you're saying it's too really? That was a con back then, or are they talking about the lighting? Anyway, somewhat repetitive environments. Yeah, you got that a lot with PlayStation. Maybe too challenging for some. Yeah, it was a puzzle game. Man, another sports game. You were going to say something.
Well, don't you want your puzzle games to be challenging, though?
Yeah, the way they last longer.
Yeah.
Wayne Gretzky. Oh, yep, Wayne Gretzky. That was when hockey was mainstream. Oh, the show here, the entire point of the people buying the magazine probably was Final Fantasy VII. It's finally here. We are definitely not going to go through this entire thing. We will be here for 6 hours, and I'd rather not have that. So we can go through the cliff notes here. So they thought it had a well-developed story, amazing graphics. Yeah, for the battling system, for the turn-based system, I do agree the graphics were really, really good. Linear gameplay. Poor translation. Okay. Frequent surprise encounters.
I don't know why that's a con.
Yeah, I mean, they keep showing your toes. It ends. That's not fair. Oh, but they gave it a 5 here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, they gave it a 5 out of 5. Very rightfully so. Let's see. Oh, what is this? Hey, kids, get one free in specially marked boxes at Time Crisis. So howdy doody looking asshole there.
Oh, poor little Timmy. He has no idea what's going on.
The most accurate gun available for the PlayStation console. Time Crisis is a can't-miss proposition. Yes, I would agree with that.
Wasn't it the only one available?
Yeah, at that time, like, you had Point Blank and stuff like that, though. Man, I just... We had motion tech with the Wii and the Move, and they could have improved that with, like, VR and stuff. Where's my light gun shooting games on VR? Like, it's right there. I'm gonna bitch about that a lot. The most accurate gun on PlayStation. Maybe there were other knockoffs, potentially? I don't know much about the hardware history of GunCon. Full 3D polygon environments.
That could be a new video for you.
Potentially, yeah. Hardware. That's, yeah. PlayStation accessories. MLB 98. This is the mainstream MLB that is still around. No, wait, no. MLB's gone. It's now the show.
It is.
Yeah, even that went the way of the dodo. No real practice mode. Stiff, jerky animations. Oh, here is the game that we saw. We were like, what's this about?
Something like a Wet Tomb Raider. I call BS.
BS. Absolutely BS. Using cleverly designed levels. A cinematic musical score. Is this kind of like what Abzu was? Like, was Abzu inspired by this a little bit? That was another game that came out on PS4, but it was about diving and stuff like that. Challenging as it may getting blah, 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 kinds of treasure. So do you just get the treasure and then the stage ends? Interesting. This game may have been pretty graphically ambitious, but no one ever talks about it. Realistic, varied environments, well-designed levels, interesting enemies. So there's a combat system? How do you... I guess we'll find out at some point. There's probably a demo in some... There's probably going to be a demo of this game at some point. Arcade elements hurt realism. Enemies may be too challenging. Okay, interesting. And then this looks like Oddworld's character. In a world run by meat barons and corporate scum, your entire race is pie filling. Okay, so this is Oddworld. Oddworld ad there. Bottom of the 9th, 97. Oh wait, what? This is another freaking sports game?
It's another baseball game.
God, I didn't even know about this one. Bottom of the 9th. Wow. There were just so many. No MLB license. Yeah, that was the death knell right there. Do we get bottom of the 9th, 98? Now I'm kind of curious about that.
I'm going to go with no.
Of the 9th. Bottom of the 9th, 98. It lasted to 99. Not bad. Not bad at all.
Wait, we technically didn't get a 98 because if you look, they skipped the number 98 and they released the number 99. So bottom of the 9th, 99 released, but there is technically no 98. Also, is that Japanese only?
No, it came out in August of 98.
Why would you put these out, though, at the end of baseball season? I mean, August is whenever you're pretty much, like, kind of... You're not packing it up, but you're kind of like...
You're already mentally checked out.
Yeah.
Grand Tour Racing. Who did this one? This is Activision. Never heard of this one. GTR. Okay. Interesting. 3 out of 5. Another Oddworld ad. Ace Combat 2. Yup, 5 out of 5. I would agree with that.
Real fishing.
We are getting there. Whoop. I want to see this here first. Excellent controls, awesome graphics, outstanding missions, great choices of aircraft. Too many. Really? That's a con for you? It didn't impact the score, though, so that's good. So, we have here, what is this?
Real fishing.
God, look at that CRT. Real fishing features full motion video sequences. So probably, basically what that's saying is whenever you get a bite, there's a loading screen.
Yeah.
I guarantee you that's not instantaneous FMV cutscenes. You will get a loading screen every time you get a bite.
Yes.
Interesting. Natsume did this. The Harvest Moon people.
I like how they spelled reel as REEL, like a fishing reel. Haha, funny.
Yeah.
Like a nice little punny play on words.
Yeah. Oh, here's this felony game. I want to see this. Felonies are even hard as a hitman. Your job is to collect clear beside. So there's no open world stuff. Looks like you just have a racing timer. So this is like Big Mother Truckers, essentially.
Oh, yeah, I think you're right, baby.
Okay. Mow them down. Plethora of vehicles. A moped to a dump truck. Ooh, well, they didn't like it too much. Able to drive a commuter bus through a shopping center. That is a pro, I would say that. Great racing advantage, great speed. Cool backgrounds of tracks that like the music. Too easy, and there are only 3 missions. Can't drive over the pedestrians. Yeah, that does suck. But yeah, they probably wanted to keep it maybe a T rating instead of mature.
I wonder if you can drive backwards in it, like in Big Rigs.
I don't believe that Big Rick wasn't finished. Pandemonium. This is like a puzzle game. I think there was a demo of that, so I'll learn more about that later.
Wait, go back, because Nikki, equipped with powers that only big bad girls have.
Oh, wow. Wow, so edgy. 90s edge right there. You can just cut. You can just cut butter with that. Porsche challenge. Short tracks, lack of car variety, draw in. Yeah, that was a problem with the PlayStation. You had pop in.
It's called Porsche Challenge. As long as there's a Porsche, how is there a lack of car variety?
The Porsche something is something of a double-edged sword. Porsche's design, lack of variety. So they only had Porsches. That was it. Oh, Boxers were the Boxers were the only one available. The Porsche Boxers.
Okay.
Oh, they didn't even get the 911? Yeah, you get some points taken off for that. Fantastic Four. This was a very weird time for Marvel. 4-player. Oh, this was a simultaneous co-op game. Okay, that's pretty cool. Battle the evil Dr. Doom trademark. Interactive means the action never stops. Huh. I didn't even know there was a licensed Fantastic Four game. Bravo Air Race. Ooh. Too many pop-ups. I think they're talking about pop in there. God, I hope they wouldn't be talking about advertisements. It's fast and smooth. Blah, blah, blah. Good fighting. Good racing game. Comes up short. Needs improvement. I think maybe this what... I feel like this wasn't the game that I played that was rented. It was like Air... I don't know. Maybe that was it. Shu-Hu? The Deadly Way Kingdom challenges you to do battle. Dynasty Warriors, the fighting game with real history. Giant enemy crab not included.
Poor giant enemy crab.
Oh, bump the mic there. Okay. I think this was a fighting game. I don't think this was like the hack and slash, millions of enemies that you fight, like the franchise that we know it as. I think this was a fighting game first. And thank God for that pivot, or else this franchise would have probably died. 99 riddled bodies on the wall, pass it around. 98. Okay, what is this? Smell of napalm. Blah, blah, blah. What is this? Steel Rain? Oh, it's a tank game. Okay. Interesting. Why the hell they have to make the screenshots so small? Would have been nice if they made them a little bigger.
Well, how else could they show you you're in the middle of the desert without putting 2 pages of desert?
They could have just put the screenshots here and had 1 page of desert here.
But then they wouldn't have let you know that the desert is so big and expansive.
Yeah, that was dumb of them to do that. It found a voice. Now it needs a body. What is this? The World of Ghost in the Shell? Oh, this is the Ghost in the Shell game. Okay. Jumping Flash, Gambare. Can you play as the mech in the game? Can you only play as the... Oh, the Tatakoma. Yeah, the Tatakomas were the only playable character in that game. There was no Makoto playable. You only play as the Tatakoma, which I guess was a little disappointing, but I heard that game is really underrated. The Ghost in the Shell PS1 game. We have... Oh, more Ghost in the Shell stuff. Yep, screenshots of only the Tacoma. There is a demo of Ghost in the Shell, so that will be played at some point of Into the Underground. Localization. Will anything be censored? It is as it is. Racy art. Yep. Makoto and her full glory there. I remember it had FMV's cutscenes.
Only be available with the game through a promotion with Electronic Boutique or Babbage's.
Are you kidding me?
I haven't heard either of those names for years.
Wait. The comic book. Okay, they're talking about the comic book. Oh, okay.
Yes.
But yeah, that's a nostalgia blast right there. Or EB Games. This is before it was EB Games. It was Electronics freaking Boutique.
Yes.
Jeez. Don't just sit there, shoot! What? Mass destruction. Oh, look at that. Oh, so edgy. Guy running underneath the tank treads.
Oh, that one's all flat.
Oh, wow. Okay, what is this? Why are these screenshots gotta be for ants? Do they not want to show you the crappy graphics?
No, because they knew you wouldn't buy it.
Oh, I see Resident Evil there. I don't want to do that just yet. This is not One Punch Man. When I see OPM, I think of One Punch Man. Blah, blah, blah. You design the characters. Some more talk about Ghost in the Shell. Very nice. Original, blah, blah, blah. Original version here contains subbed and dubbed. Oh, we got some Resident Evil stuff here. Now you can see Resident Evil through the director's eyes. The uncensored. Yes, that is true. The cutscenes were uncensored. The consumer's choice overall, best PlayStation game. With frighteningly graphic footage, alternate camera angles, and new levels of difficulty, and clown farts. If anyone... You know what I'm talking about with the clown farts with the music. Because the composer screwed that up. I'm definitely believing that theory that he screwed up the MIDI the MIDI files with that. You were gonna say something?
You got a $5 coupon towards the purchase of Resident Evil 2 if you bought Resident Evil Director's Cut.
It's not a bad deal.
No. You never hear anything like that these days.
Some stuff about voices, Ghost in the Shell. Admit it. Sometimes you'd feel better if you could just shoot every damn so cringy thing in sight. But then there's that death penalty thing. What is this? Is this
No, that's that Maximum Force game that we were talking about.
Oh, wait. Is this a light gun game? This looks like a light gun game. Here comes Maximum Force, ATVs, slime, blah, 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 blah. Blast your way into 35 secret rooms. 3 times as many as Area 51. Oh, I think this was a light gun game. Interesting. I've never heard this one. Go check out the Maximum Cool. Oh, God. 90s cringe. Neck hair was meant to bristle. Again, more screenshots for ants here. Formula 1. Oh, Final Fantasy. Okay, I don't want to go through this too long. We could go through this for quite some time here. Okay, this is a strategy guide for Final Fantasy. Searching for treasure. Talking about materia. Talking about Yuffie. Character you meet later on, I believe. Searching for sunken treasure. You know, I should someday play the original Final Fantasy VII. I got as far as the... When I played the original Final Fantasy VII, I got as far as the Midgar Zalem. I couldn't beat the Midgar Zalem, that giant snake that kills you in one hit. I'm pretty sure I was just not supposed to fight that guy. Gold Chocobos, Vincent Valentine, definitely a product of that 90s cringe era, but we love Vincent. Kate Sith, man compensating for his own lack of member, if you catch my drift. Yuffie, final... Oh, this is the entire game here they're showing.
Yeah.
Interesting. Wow. Kart World Series, again, looks like to be a precursor to F1. Time Crisis. There's a guy for Time Crisis. Talking about a gun con. Special mode path. Shooting games, you'll see there is no backtracking log. Yeah, because it's a light gun game. What do you expect? To see upper levels, you'll need a hair trigger and nerves of steel. Player performance determines which way... Oh, so there were different paths determining if you did better or worse?
Oh.
I didn't know that. You're fast enough. Survive the ballroom blitz and head upstairs. Oh, wow. You'll make your last. There's even different final bosses. Wow, I had no idea. Interesting. Again, they could put this shit to VR, and they don't. Area. Okay, this is the Time Crisis here. Secret stages. Okay, tricks of the trade. We got some stuff about strategy guides here. K1 the Arena Fighters. Turn on the PlayStation with the K1 disc inside. Now hold blah blah blah. Okay, okay. So we got some cheat codes there. 9 out of 10. Oh, we got Oh, here's the VR game we're talking about. VR baseball. This is not virtual reality. See, it's because it's in 3D. It's virtual reality because it's so realistic. VR baseball 97. You may never go back to your old game again. The difference is real. Play MLB from any position or perspective in a real-time 360 3D world. Where I gotta see if this game sucked or not. They're really hyping this up. Baseball 97. And it was mid. Interesting. Okay.
It's a sports game. I wasn't expecting it to be anything more than mid. So, I mean, it met my expectations.
Well, it didn't survive the franchise. Tricks of the trade, game day ad, cheat mode and net teams. Is there a cheat mode to beat somebody up? Or wait, that's Rock the Rink. Wrong game. Street Fighter X Alpha, hidden bonus barrel game. Jet Moto. There's a lot of stuff for Jet Moto here. Jeez. This is the original Jet Moto. Namco Museum.
Go back. You
What?
totally skipped the Pittsburgh Steeler. Mr. Jerome Bettis, the bus.
Oh, that is the bus. Oh, yeah, it is.
And then something that you never see nowadays, if you scroll down, not only is it Sears, but it's a Sears coupon for $10 off if you get NFL Game Day 98 there.
Wow. Wait, Funtronics, was that Sears gaming, like, department, or was that another
Yes.
company?
No, that was their little gaming.
Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Alien Trilogy. You know, I wonder if Night Dive's going to remaster Alien Trilogy. I would love for them to do that. Golden Nugget, Battle Arena Toshinden. Okay.
More sports games, College Slam.
Golden Nugget. Whoa, what is this? This looks like something that you would play as a kid.
Yes, I played that as a kid.
Wait, you played this game?
Yes, it's a gambling game. You know that was one of the games.
What?
You know, I couldn't play fighting games mostly, but I was allowed to play poker and slot machines on games and Caesar's Palace and this kind of stuff just fine.
So violence was bad, but psychological abuse with via addiction was okay.
Yeah.
God, okay. Well, oh, look, Adam West was in this? Solve a Mystery starring Adam West. Oh, wow. Did you ever play this?
Yes, I believe that. Yeah. I never did the mystery part. I would play 3 things in these games. I would play the slot machines, I would play poker, and I would play Keno. That's it. Uno, dos, tres. 1, 2, 3.
Destruction Derby, Gex. Oh, what is this? A cheat code for Gex? You can get. Okay, they're just passwords. Okay, Planet X. That's the last stage there. Loaded. Repeat to max out your gun. Although it wasn't worth it. Oh, gun power. Oh, that gave you more power instead of just ammo. ESPN, Mortal Kombat 3. So 4 wasn't out yet. Let's see. Get a cheat code.
It's not just ESPN. It's ESPN Extreme Sports.
Where do you see that at?
Or Extreme Games.
Oh, yeah, extreme. I'm surprised they didn't put just an X in there.
I know. Very 90s.
Yeah, totally. Mortal Kombat 3. The heck are these? Wait, what is this? Why are these codes so weird on the circle button? Wait, these in a 2-player game, both players 1 and 2, but what? This is some convoluted crap here. Look at this. What the heck is this?
That looks like a phone number.
Yeah, I was just about to say, do you have to call to, like, get the unlock? But no, what the heck is this? On the first 3 symbols will change, P1. We'll use the codes. Why'd you have to have 2 controllers? That was, like, okay, whatever. NFL Game Day, Raiden Project, so that was okay. Ridge Racer! That's actually Ridge Racer. Street Fighter, the movie, the game, based on the game. Warhawk, That they tried to reboot Warhawk on the PS3 and they turned it into an online shooter, and yeah, it didn't, it died permanently. The arcade game. Did you ever play this WrestleMania?
I did not play that one, no.
Okay. Toshinden. This looks like a sequel to Battle Arena Toshinden. Oh man, look at that TV. Wow. Oh, I think back at my my parents' house, I have this exact steering wheel. Wow. Garage sale special. Interesting.
Whoa, a 27-inch TV.
Wait. Okay, what were we gonna say?
27 inches.
Yeah, that was like the highlight. But my eyes went to the scuba. I just did a video about the history of video games for VR, and the scuba was what was one of the things I mentioned. I had no idea this actually was in anything other besides like video media. This head-mounted set claims to be the most immersive experience for gaming yet, so we had to put it to the test. We tested it with racing, shooting. Unfortunately, the display was not up to par with past efforts like the virtual I/O glasses, although the enclosed viewer made seeing the action easier. Yeah, that was the problem with the small displays. We noticed the weight of the thing and could not play for extended periods without getting a headache. Yeah, that was something else too. The tracking sucked. The sound was disappointing to the little hands experience. The price point was prohibited. And a 13-inch display. Ooh, yeah, $300.
But that TV was 1,000.
What?
Look.
God. But that was like the biggest thing you could get money could buy.
No, that was only a 27-inch.
Well, how big were TVs like the maximum size back in 97?
60.
1,000? Oh man, wow, that Jesus. Okay, steering wheel. Okay, go through here. Manga books. Okay, so we had a manga about Cammy, Evangelion, a anime for Battle Arena Toshinden. Oh, here it is. The Underground. Join the Underground now. Why not? It's easy. Plus, you'll get access to gaming news, restricted cheats and codes, insider PlayStation info. And you'll also get a $29.95 rate when you subscribe to PlayStation Underground CD Mag. Oh. Yep, this is what I'm going to be going through. First the magazine, then we will be doing I will be doing the demo discs. I'm not sure if you'll be there doing that. Probably not, no?
Nope, I will not be there for the demo disc, but I will be there for the magazines.
Okay, that works for me. Star Wars... What? This is just Battleship. It's just Star Wars themed.
We would play that. Don't even laugh.
Yeah, probably. You see a new adventure hero. Is this another Croc ad?
That is Croc.
His enemies see a new set of luggage. Legend of the Go.
Poor Croc.
Yeah, Croc was supposed to be a Yoshi game, but then Nintendo turned down Argonauts, so they're like, fine, we'll do it ourselves. You know, it makes you wonder if that actually did become a Yoshi game. If it would have been, like, bad.
I don't know.
Maybe Nintendo thought it was bad, and they didn't want to have that on their record.
Maybe.
You've been warned. All right, we are at the end. We are at the end. Watch out for these hot titles coming from Eidos, Tomb Raider 2, Deathtrap Dungeon, Fighting Force. You've been warned. This is when Tomb Raider 2 is coming. Yes, these are from Retro Mags, so if you want to see these for yourself, you can go into Retro Mags and download them for yourself. And I believe that's it. That's it for the stream here.
Yeah, that was a good magazine.
Yes, that was definitely a good dive into nostalgia there. Next time, it looks like we have... let's take a look here. Whoops. We have a cover with Paprappa the Rappa. So that'll be next month. We will look at that. So let me go back here. It has been fun hanging out with everybody here, and this was very fun going through this this nostalgic time capsule.
It was.
Yes.
I loved it.
Yes, it was fun. I like this. Well, again, thanks for joining us here, and we will be I will be going into the underground, hopefully at some point this month, going through the demo disc that was paired with this magazine.
Hopefully that'll be next Saturday's stream.
Hopefully. All right, Arlen, thanks for hanging around the entire time. I appreciate it, man. And yeah, just make sure you get subscribed and notified so that way next month when we go through the Paprappa the Rappa cover here, you will be able to join in with us again.
Thank you for joining us today, Erilyn. We really appreciate it. Hope to see you around again.
Yes, we hope to see you around. Have a great rest of your night, everybody.